Alright guys, we are back. Day 42, road to 40K. And guess who's back? Guess who's back as well? Guess who's back? The van, baby. The van. Boy, I'm telling you. It was an ordeal, man. It was an ordeal to get it back on the road, but I did it. It took some doing though. It took some doing. Oh man, I'm still feeling the fatigue of working on that van. Telling you. Anyways, let's do a shop. Paying $31, going 9 miles up the highway. Spark. So we're going to start the day. Today's Sunday, December 7. I took off from the W2 because my vacation starts tomorrow. So I have 8 days off. And the goal for the next 8 days is basically 300 a day. So 2,400, 2,500. That's gonna be the goal for the next 8 days. You know, before Christmas. Let's make that money. Let's run it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Alright guys, that's it. Now let's wait 5 minutes for the roadie drops. Ah boy, easy shop. So you do it. Spark gonna be the app that we're using most today though, I think. But I wanna run it up today. I spent a lot of money across the last, let's say, month and a week. A lot. But it's alright. What you gonna do? That's why you make the money, so you could afford to spend it. Alright guys. 17 minutes to the drop off. That's not bad at all. You know, quick, fast, and easy. And then we'll be back in about 15 minutes. So under hour we'll make the $31. But the roadie drops. Ooh, shitty boy, shitty. Telling you, nothing dropped at the Valley Stream store where I'm at right now. So it is what it is. Maybe something will drop for BJ's, but I won't be here. I don't want to wait around and then nothing drops. So I just rather get this thing, you know, dropped off and be back. So the van, man, just a quick update on the van. Recap, not to be too long. Quick. You know, I suspected the water pump was leaking at the gasket. So I'm like, you know what, man? Let me do the water pump, you know? Bam, attempted to do the water pump. The freaking 10mm bolts broke off. And maybe I approached the bolts the wrong way because I didn't know they were gonna break. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have used a smaller application, you know, smaller wrench to try to get them off. Or maybe I should have put I don't think my air ratchet was holding, you know, it could have fit. So needed to just zap him off. You know what I mean? Because they were just seized up. They broke off. 3 out of 5 bolts broke off. And I'm like, once that happened, doomed. I should have just stopped right there. Doomed. You know? But I didn't proceed. I prepared myself and I'm like, you know what? I got to change the timing cover. Didn't realize the timing cover was such a big job. It was a big job, man. You got to take off everything. Power steering pump, push aside, AC compressor, push aside, take off the alternator, basically, I changed the idler pulley and the tensioner pulley. Change the water pump, you know. There was so much, man, so much. And when I took it off, I had to clean up the surfaces, put in the gasket. Note I had to take off the oil pan as well. Drain the oil, take off the oil pan, drain the coolant. All of that, because to get to the, man, what, now to think of it, I don't even think I had to take off the oil pan. Yeah, I had to. For clearance and everything, I had to do all of that. You know, take off the harmonic balancer pulley that goes onto the camshaft. All of that, man, you know, so I had to buy a harmonic balancer pulley, pull it off, you know what I mean? All of that. There was so much, man. And to clean off the old gasket off the engine for the timing cover, man, that took some time. And I'm doing all of this in the cold, all of this outside in the cold. So, all said and done, put everything back together. I started around after 7 in the morning. I didn't finish until like 9 p.m. You know what I mean? I was out there all day working. Put everything back together. Bam, the van don't want to start because the battery, first of all, was no good. The battery gone. But then it started. When I tried to drive off, it hesitated. I'm like, the hell? Check engine lights. When I checked the check engine lights with my scanner, you know, I got my scanner here, a little cheap scanner. Camshaft position sensor code. I'm like, damn, man. I actually did it wrong. I was supposed to buy a new camshaft position sensor with the job. That's what I should have done. So what happened was when I started the engine, the camshaft, the gear, the sprocket destroyed the sensor. I took the sensor, you know, well, I'm going too fast. Destroyed the sensor. I'm like, God damn, man. After all of that back-breaking work, van still not fixed. Went to work the next day, which was yesterday, Saturday. I had a rental, Kia Carnival. Bam. Got off of work. Well, while I'm at work, I'm like, yeah, I got to figure this out. Did some research. I'm like, I need to buy a new camshaft position sensor. $50-something at AutoZone. I need to buy the wiring because I remember trying to get the freaking thing off. The sensor is so hidden, trying to get it off, I actually messed up the freaking sensor, right? The wiring. So I'm like, I need a new harness. I need a new sensor. I need a new battery. And I need antifreeze because I ran out of antifreeze. I'm telling you, man. And that is basically a coolant flush too because I drained out a lot of old antifreeze. Bam. Guys, I know I wasn't going to be too long with it, but I got to tell you, man. Went home, replaced the camshaft position sensor because what happened, the new sensor has a little piece of material at the tip. So you push it down until it touches the sprocket and then you secure it right there with the nut, right? With the bolt, little bolt. That's so that when you start it, it would destroy the little piece of material and give you that correct space between the sprocket and the sensor so that it's not touching. Did everything, change the battery, change every, bam, 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 bam. Started right up, man. Started right up. I'm like, God damn, man. Back in business. Just before my big week, back in business. Oh, man, I dodged the bullet. I didn't want to use the Acura, you know, so didn't want to continue renting. So I'm back. Spent a lot of money on the rental, you know, over $500. No, yeah, maybe close to $500, including gas. All the parts, man, it was costly. Let's make that money back, man. Let's make that money back. Let's get it. And guys, give it up for your boy, man. Skillful mechanic. Skillful. I'm proud of myself, man. I'm proud of myself. Seriously. You know, for just taking on the job and getting it done. When you do things yourself, imagine if I had to take that to a shop. Oh, God. Woo. All right, guys, here to drop off, going to this building. And my legs feel like jello, man, from working on the van for the last 2 days. God damn. Anyways, let's go. It's required pass and change 3 items, I think, going half a mile. So I'm like, yeah, give me that. Let me bang this out and come back. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. All right, guys. At the 2 item shop for iced tea and baking soda. Baking powder, pardon me. They actually needed some green onions, or what they call chives, but they didn't have any, and the customer messaged me and asked me, hi, how am I gonna get my stuff? I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? It's not in stock. But yeah, guys, back to the van, man, you know. That is why I got the Mazda as a backup. Like, the Mazda is like a backup to my backup. You know what I mean? Because let's say something happened to the van in the future, I got the Mazda to drive. I don't have to rent nothing. It will basically pay for itself, you know what I mean?
Right.
And not a lot of people could actually afford that luxury, but you got to put yourself in that position too, you know? Because let's say your main vehicle crank out, you know? These things happen, man. These things happen. But you got to have another vehicle so that you can make money, or you got to use your brain. You got to say, listen, if I rent something and I got a good weekly rate and I could run it up, I'll still make money while renting, and I could also write off the rental on my taxes because it's a business expense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's get this dropped off and come right back. So guys, the reason I took this order, if you don't know, is because it's only 3 minutes away. 2 minutes actually, you know. So I basically, as I drop this off, I could start receiving offers again. Yeah, it's in a weird spot. It's telling me I could get there in 3 minutes, but I can't because I don't think I could drive in there, but I could actually park and just walk it. It's like right there, literally right across from the mall, you know. So yeah, this lady is bugging out, man. She could come to Walmart herself and find out if she could get the green onions, you know, because they ain't got none, and that's not my fault. But yeah, man, see if we can make $300 today. We're gonna get there slowly but surely. So guys, as soon as I dropped that off, you can see the picture right there, and I was explaining to the lady, you know, she could literally walk to Walmart. That's how close she lives. I got an order paying, let me tell you, $46.41, 14 miles. That's all highway miles, by the way, guys. All highway miles. You know, and if you know, you know about highway miles, you know. Guys, we're only shopping for 14 items. It's going up to around Queens Boulevard area. You know, over there's like, what is over there? Flushing? What's over there? Whatever it's called. Forest Hills area. Yeah. We're gonna bang that out really quick, get it dropped off. I'm gonna see if I get an Instacart going up that way as well, because we need to make this money fast, man. So let's do the shop and I'll talk to you after. Let's get it, baby. Oh guys, the area is called Rego Park. Yeah, these items, $46 to go Rego Park. Let's go. Why not? Man, while I was in there, a BJ's orders dropped, but it was at Whitestone, right? $169. I was like, God damn, if I got that. And it wasn't even a big TV, it's a small TV. I'm like, yo, if I get that, it's a wrap. But guess what? Offer not selected, baby. I was like deflated, you know, but I haven't been lucky with Roadie so far, so won't keep trying though. As if I could get an extra boost from Roadie, cut down the amount of shopping and driving I gotta do with Spark. But we're gonna spark our way to 300. Let's go. Guys, we have BJ's, 18 and some change, 3 items. Oh, that's a great Instacart order. Because there's orders for like $16, 25 items. Not me, you're not gonna catch me doing those. But yeah, dirty stock, man. $64 dirty stock. Let's go. That's how you maximize your earnings and you make use of your time and your miles and everything. And I get to pick up some extra boxes in here one time. Let's get it, man. Now we need some jasmine rice. That's it. Skip checkout, gone. How could this be boring, man? This is fun work. This is not even work. Alright guys, about 19 minutes to the first drop off, which is the Instacart, and when I'm done, let's jump on the highway. Jesus Christ, I got this Home Depot order, man. I'm gonna show you this. This is ridiculous. When I tell you ridiculous, Uber Eats 17 orders, right? 3104. All of those orders. It's when I think about it, it just makes me feel sick, man. It's just sickening. It's sickening. 17 orders, Uber Eats, one driver. You see how scattered those orders are? And I'm pretty sure you got to do them in the order that Uber Eats tell you to do them. It's going to take forever. You see what I mean? All of those used to be on Roadie. Oh, man. All of those. It would have been, yo, I'm telling you, would have made a killing. Now, nothing, man. No random $10 orders. You know, no random, little small orders, medium, large. You see what I'm saying? Think about it, right? Let me put it this way. What about when spring season hit and all those soil orders are coming out? Soil. How are these Uber Eats drivers going to manage this? How are they going to do it? Think about it. Some orders come out, a little batch, 4 deliveries, and it's all soil. They can't do it. It's not going to work. So just let them, give them a little time. I think Roadie, it will double back on Roadie. Watch and see. Remember I told you that. Because this is just stupid, man. All those orders used to be on Roadie, man. When the drops happen, it's like you make a killing. And then randomly, don't get me wrong, there's still orders, but it's not the same, man. The game ain't the same. Anyways, let's drop off this small Instacart order and, go again. I'm now a shopper. I'm now a full-time shopper. You see what I'm saying? I'm a shopper. It is what it is. All right, guys, here for the drop-off. Guys, got the items dropped off. Customer's not at home. She said she'll get somebody to come down to me. I won't be waiting around. I'm at the right place. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, I'm at the right place. I'm out of here. Alright, so let me see how long it's gonna take to get to the Spark drop. Front door, bring to my apartment. Please don't leave my groceries in the lobby. 22 minutes, not bad. All right, man. All right. So guys, see you at the drop, man. Easy money. Guys, we park back there. I got the order right here. And we're going around the corner. In the background, yeah, you can't see, but I could see Manhattan. That's how far we are. But it's not bad though. Highway miles, easy. Jump back on the highway, we get back to where we need to be. All right, let's get this dropped off. I think he's gonna need ID and stuff. All right, guys, this is not a straightforward drop off, but because I got experience, I made it so. So I did not park in front of the building. I saw a parking spot and I'm like, yeah, let me take this and walk around. A rookie driver would have driven around, realized there's no parking, and went around in circles. Not me. All right, let's drop this off. All right, guys, we're back at Walmart, 35 and change. Picking up a handful of items, but picking up like the heavy on the units, about 60 units, picking up a lot of soup, cans of soup and things like that. So let's get it shopped and keep it moving, man. Let's make this money. All right, guys, we're out of there. Took me a little bit of time though. For some reason, I've been in there for a while, but I was just chilling, you know. Got myself some Subway. So while dropping this off, I'm gonna eat. Been looking for roadie orders. I got 3 lined up, $30-something. So looking to add more from that Home Depot right over there. So, you know, let's go. All right, where am I parked? I can't remember, but I know I had a good spot. But I can't remember where it's at. Damn. Don't you hate that? Oh, I see it. It's right over there. So got me Subway sandwich, a foot long, because all I had this morning was some porridge, cornmeal porridge, just to, you know, hit the stomach. But I got hungry like real fast. So eat this foot long. I got 3 chocolate chip cookies with that. I know it's not the healthiest, but I need the energy, man. I need the sugar to give me the boost. And I got a Sprite here. I got bottles of water and stuff, so I'm, you know, staying hydrated. But when you're out here working, you gotta eat, man. You can't be starving yourself. Plus, you get to write off half of your food every day. You know, so I usually just put $25 and treat myself. $15 plus the porridge and something else this morning was about $7, so that's $25 right there. You could write off $12.50. I got the cheesesteak, American cheese, Italian herbs and cheese bread, lettuce, tomato, green peppers, mayo, chipotle, and honey mustard. That's a Dom foot long sandwich right there. First drop off, 11 minutes. See you there. Destroyed half of my Subway. I'll leave the next half for a little bit later. So, I forgot to mention, man, yesterday, after fixing the van, man, I felt so damn good. I felt so good at the success, that dopamine rush of just fixing something, accomplishing something, getting the van back on the road. I bought me a 12-piece chicken wings, bought 6-pack of Coronas, and I went home and I had me a nice time. I watched the movie, the wife drank 2 beers, my head, I got real nice in the head, man. That was my way of celebrating the fix. All right. Oh man, 15 minutes to the next drop, guys. I'm pissed, man. I've been checking, let me tell you, I've been checking the roadie map all the time since I was at the Walmart. Checking. And tell me why I just checked the damn thing and there's an order there and I'm like, oh, let me put in for it. Bam! Too late, man. Too late. It was it's a little $10 order. I didn't care, but $38, man. added to what I have, that would have been a $72 roadie run for me to just go back there and just pick up and complete and then go back to doing my spark. It is what it is. You miss some, you win some. 13 minutes to the next drop. Should be back over there by about 1:20. You know what I mean? I want to do the roadie run, but I want to wait. I'm pissed. Anyways, let's go. All right, guys, here for the second drop off. We're in Queens Village. Let's get it done quick. Move. Alright guys, that's it. See you back at the store with an update. I need an order going to like Far Rockaway side right now because that's where the roadie orders are going. Alright guys, finished that shop. Can't remember if I told you that I have this shop. I was on the phone with my kid. But yeah, 44 bucks going down to Jamaica. We gotta go pick up some roadie orders, so let's do that right now. Alright guys, finish that shop and let the fun times begin because I gotta go to Home Depot, I gotta go to Best Buy, pick up some orders. We're gonna do a dirty stack. There's an order. Yeah, I might as well do the whole thing. They're gonna get this spark order whenever they get it. You know what I'm saying? Just not gonna hit start yet, so they're gonna wait. Anyways, we got over $100 in roadie orders to pick up. That's what I'm telling you. That's how I work roadie. I get an order. Once I check into the store, I'm not rushing to pick it up. I just keep adding. Going to Brooklyn though. Probably end up in the projects. To get them Best Buy orders, you might end up in the projects. Man, because you know, poor people like to buy stuff Christmas time, you know. I'm not saying rich people don't like to do that kind of stuff, but you know, yeah, anyways, let's go. Anyways guys, this is what we picked up. It had 2 pieces of cardboard on it, but they flew off. Would have been nice to have them on there, but I can't keep them on there without tape. I don't have tape. All right, let's pack these in. All right guys, so up I'm putting this in the van, this thing fell out and the edges were already messed up. Like here was messed up and here was messed up already. So I'm like, you know what? I better take this back at $24 or $20. Let's put this back, man. I'm gonna put this back and take the cancellation, the $6. I'm gonna put this back. All right guys, so I had a $14 order and a $20 order and I dropped both of them because the damage for the $20 order and the $14 order was going out my way, and it was like 2 orders. One was going out my way, like going to Far Rockaway side, and then the other one had 30 moving boxes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to do that. So we're gonna go to Best Buy, do a pickup, and then start our drop-offs. All right guys, we got the Best Buy pickup in the back, and let's see what we got. We got 2 Best Buy orders going to Brooklyn, $30-something added to the 41, so still making good money. $80-something for the whole run. We got a $44 spark to drop off. It's going down Jamaica side. When I'm done, I hit the Van Wyck or maybe Grand Central to go to Brooklyn. 28 minutes to the drop off, so let's get it done. Watching some YouTube videos in the meantime. I love to watch car repair videos, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. intrigues me, you know, inspires me, motivates me to fix stuff. All right, so we'll be there about 3:15, going up to a building, in a building, one of those high-rise apartments down Jamaica. Hopefully parking is good. One box, so that's cool. We'll use the cart and then we go to Brooklyn and make $70-something using Roadie. Should have been $115 or so, but it's okay. I got $6 for the cancellation for that cabinet, so this is an $80-something run. I'm cool with that, man. I'm gonna do the calculations and see how much more I need to get to 300 today. I'm gonna do 300 and probably chill. If I got more gas in the tank, we might could go for 4, but I don't want to push it because I'm still very, very tired from the last 2 days of fixing the van. So far, so good. It's held up for about 59 miles. So the boy did a great job, right? Knock on wood, Green. All right, guys, here to drop off the spark order, going up to the 15th floor, and let's keep it going. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, guys, got that dropped off, and we're 29 minutes away from the next one, which is the safe, dropping off a safe, $41. All right, guys, pulling up to the drop off. 5'9" is right there. Maybe I should pull in right here. I hope this person don't think that they're gonna get help up the stairs, you know. I just hope, because that's not happening. You know, let me call him and see what's going on. Might be the convenience store though. Might be, yeah, I think it might be the convenience store. Let me check him first. You know what? Let me go up this other block. Go up this other block and see. Now I'm gonna stay right here. Around the corner is a bit too tight. Alright, I'm gonna make a phone call and see. We're in Brooklyn, gotta stay vigilant out here. Oh, the business, okay. It's a business on the corner, all right. Got it. All right, guys, let's get this out, get it dropped off. Alright guys, just opened this door to put in the hand truck and look, it broke. My God, it's just one thing after the next, man. They're not that expensive, but I needed to replace them since the day I bought the van. This one is no good too. This one is broken too. So I guess it still works. Yeah, I guess it still works. Let me see something towards the back. Yeah, no, this broke towards the front. So the most important part actually broke off. All right, more money. Guys, here in Brooklyn, Vietnam. Dropping this order off. I got a TV and a little sound box. Don't know which one I'm dropping off right now, but we're gonna figure it out. All right, 707 is right here. I'm okay, how are you?
I'm all right. All right, take care. Thank you.
guys, so I caught the guy. He just came back from the bodega or the deli, and he collected his item. So the next one is probably another 15 minutes down Atlantic, and then we're gonna hit the Jackie Robinson, hit all 17 minutes, and we're gonna head back to the store. I need one more order to hit 300. So basically it's now 4:28. I could practically work for 6 more hours. If I work for 6 more hours, I'll get to 400. Do I want to go so hard? I don't really need to. I don't need to. All I need to do is make 300, go home. But it's good to make extra so that the days you don't really make a lot, you know, you could now make up for the deficit. But I'm confident that we're going to make a lot of money for the week, for the next 8 days. Today and the next until Sunday. I'm confident. I need to, because I'm going to be spending money for Christmas presents. My 2 daughters, my son, my wife, you know what I mean? And a few friends here and there. So, friends and relatives. Anyways, guys, see you at the next stop. All right, guys. Pulling up to the drop-off. Yeah. The old workhorse. Back making that money. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Thing is, I was saying I should have never touched it. I should have just left it alone. But I was only prolonging a problem that would have surfaced in the future at a more inopportune time, maybe, you know. So, all right, let's get on to this customer and let them get their TV. There's a spot right here. Hey, how are you, man? I'm here with your TV. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Van's empty. Now let's head back to Queens. Guys, you finally made it back after a 45-minute trip. And we got a $36 order. And it's going up to Elmont. 27 items. We're going to take our time and shop this. No rush, no rush. It's going to take us over 3 bills for the day. And I'm going to reassess on whether I want to continue. I might just go home and relax. Got a long week ahead. All right, guys, we got the item shopped, and we got to go to BJ's and pick up something for my son for school. So I'm gonna go do that, and yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna be home by 7. I don't want to grind. I don't want to grind too crazy because I gotta get up early in the morning and do this thing again. And I got some things that I want to do, so yeah. Let's just chill, you know what I'm saying? Let's take it easy. 300. I was thinking, oh God. I was thinking, go for 400 a day. 400 a day for 8 days. Oh man, do the math right there. That's 3,200. You know, in 8 days, 3,200 plus I get paid from the W-2. Damn. I was like, nah. Maybe I should, right? Maybe I should do another one. All right, guys, had to throw on the beanie. It gotten a bit cold. So it's currently 6:47. It's pretty early, man. It's pretty early. Think I'm going home a bit too early, you know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do, I do have a BJ's from Rody, $23 going over to my neck of the woods. So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna drop this off. It's gonna take me 15 minutes. Drop this off, and then swing back. So when I swing back, I'm gonna do another spot. Firstly, I'm gonna pick up the BJ's order. I'm gonna pick it up, right? And then I'm gonna do one more spark. So I'm gonna dirty stack the last opportunity and possibly make $50 for that last run and go up to about 350. You know, I guess if I make 350, I can go for 400, right? That's my thinking right now. But yeah, I should relax, you know what I mean? I should just stick to the plan, come back, do a quick spark along with the roadie, and yeah, call it a day. Jesus. All right, guys, here for the drop off. Let's go. Like all sorts of thoughts are going through my head. Like, should I go home? Should I cancel the order, go home? But I'm like, nah, I can't do that. It's a BJ's order. You don't want to mess up your chances of getting BJ's orders in the future. Alright guys, nice and easy. The guy was at the door to take his groceries. And now let's go back. We're gonna do one more round. I should be going home, but you know, the money's calling me, man. When the going is good, you keep on getting. Alright guys, we here. 36 bucks, 9 items going up to Flushing. We are back with a bang. Yeah. All right, guys, we got that order. Shop quick, easy, fast. So I got a quick story to tell you. Well, I'll tell you right now. When I came just now, when I parked, I saw a young man struggling to put a 70-inch TV in the trunk of his Honda. It was in the box and everything, and he got it in, but it's not going further, you know, when you put it on the back seats. And I'm like, bro, it's not gonna fit. Never ever would it fit. And then I'm telling him, like, where you live? You know, he's like, Queens. I'm like, where? He's like, Woodside. I'm like, yeah, that's far, bro. I don't know if I could help you, man. It's kind of far, you know, because I'm going up to Flushing. I could help him, you know. The price is right. The price is right. You know, give me a 50. I'll drop it over there for you. Give me your address. I'll meet you over there. You ain't got to worry about anything. And he was like right down here. So I told him, I realized he could, like, it just needed a couple more inches off to fit through the back seat. So I'm like, bro, I figured it out. You got to take it out the box. And he's like, oh, yeah. And then we took it out the box, put it in, and it fit perfectly with a lot more space left. So he gave me some money. I didn't even count it. So we're gonna count it when we get in the van. I'm gonna go to BJ's to pick up this order right now. Hopefully I could get an Instacart from over there too. We could triple dirty start this motherfucker. Yeah. All right guys, so I made $21 from helping that guy. That dude actually felt so good, so grateful that he gave me $21. I like him, man. No Diddy, but I like him. I like him. You see what I'm saying? Because he's not ungrateful. I could appreciate a person who's grateful. Gratitude is a must. Let's go. BJ's. Let's pick up this order. All right, we got the BJ's. Guys, you gotta know how to work these apps smart, man. There's nothing telling you gotta run and pick it up and drop it off right away. People gonna have to wait. Because when I was there earlier, there was a line of about 6 to 8 drivers. I'm like, not me, I'm not waiting in no line. Came back, there was nobody there. Perfect. All right, let's get these packed in and reassess, see how much we need to hit 400, and then See what we're gonna do. All right, guys, we got Red Lobster, 568. Trying to get to 300, man. Triple dirty stack, baby. Let's go. Haven't been here in a while. I don't like picking up from here. Hopefully it's ready. Let's go. All right, guys, walk in, walk out. All right. 14 minutes for the drop off. Let's get it done. All right, guys, we're in my neck of the woods and we're here for the Uber Eats drop off. It's a meet at door. Customer said to hit him up when I'm here. I did send him a message already. Let's see how long they're gonna take to get to the door. So I do have an order from Golden Crust. I don't really like to pick up at places where they know me, you know. But this one's paying $9. It's going over to Flushing. I'm going to Flushing, so I'm like, yeah, give me that. I'll rack up some NYC mandatory pay, and you know, it'll take us over that magical number. God damn, yo. I still have to drop off the roadie order though. So guys, we're literally 6 minutes away from the drop off. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick up the Golden Crust first because I'm like right there. So pick up the Golden Crust and then head to the roadie drop off and then drop off the Golden Crust Uber Eats order, and then we drop off the Spark. So I'm dirty stacking a dirty stack with 2 Uber Eats. Triple dirty stacking. So you gotta work these apps, man. Work smart, and that's how you make money fast out here. We are gonna hit $400 today. God damn. Remember, I haven't worked much this week in terms of deliveries. I've worked a lot on getting the van back on the road. But now it's back. You know, we can make some money. 400? Could we do it again tomorrow? Could we make 400 a day? Oh, man. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Let's stick to 300 because guess what? On the weekdays, I gotta pick my son up. So from like, let's say from 2 to at least 7, I'm out of commission. So yeah, that made a difference that we were able to work all day. So the weekend, however, I might push for that. All right, guys, we got the Golden Crust order picked up, and let's get it in the Grubhub bag, insulated. Make sure it's fresh when we get it dropped off to Nicole. You know, so we're gonna be home by 9:30, which is pretty damn good. All right, let's go. We head in to drop off. 7 minutes away from the drop off right now. All right, let's do it. And I forgot, guys, today's Sunday, so the roads are nice and empty, you know what I mean? All right, roadie drop off, let's do it quick. Alright guys, got that one done. I don't have a picture for you because I forgot to screenshot it. 18 minutes to the Uber Eats drop. Let's make it happen. And Uber Eats is sending me a message saying, oh, customers appreciate on-time deliveries. Listen, man, listen. You pay me $9 to go to Flushing. That ain't worth it. So shut up. You know what I'm saying? So let me do it on my own time, and I got it in a hot bag. They're gonna get the order. Only dumb drive, man. Let me not say that. I remember when I used to do those kind of orders, right? Uber Eats. Like with DoorDash, you have a zone. So then you work within your zone. There's a radius, right? But then, when I started working Uber Eats, there was no zone. You would just, wherever they send you, you would just be all over the place. I'm all over in Flushing. I'm like, what the hell am I doing over here? Like, I didn't really know. Okay, back then, with the Uber Eats map, you couldn't zoom. You just see the map pop up, you see where you're picking up, you see where you're going. You can't zoom in to see exactly where you're going. So it was very tricky. You take an order, next thing you end up in Flushing. You're like, what the hell am I doing over here? But the beauty about Uber Eats back then, it doesn't matter where you're at, you could just work. It would just keep sending you offers. You could just go on anytime. You could log off, go back on. You had like a certain amount of hours in the day you could work before it resets, and you could have just worked until they did this mandatory pay thing, and then they don't allow everybody on. You gotta have schedule, and you know, only when it's busy you could work at any time. So yeah. But anyways, too much yapping. See you at the next 2 drops, and then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna run all the numbers, and you know, I'm gonna talk to you guys and wrap up today's video. Alright guys, almost at the Uber Eats drop off. It's going to a building, but the crazy thing is the spot drop is like 3-4 minutes away from this. Man, the way things work, man. And Uber Eats keeps sending me a whole bunch of shitty offers when I need to stop. Like, I need to stop and deliver. Stop sending me offers. I need to deliver this. Like, come on. Jesus Christ. All right, guys, I was giving you some drop-off action, but the lady came out 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes away from the spot drop. God damn, let's do it. All right, guys, we're here, and the GPS was trying to send me in the back of the freaking houses. Dumb, man. Jesus Christ. You don't know what you're doing, you're in the back of people's houses, man. All right, guys, we're done. That's it. I'm gonna hit you with the numbers, man. What a day. What a day. Let's call it a 14-hour marathon. Not bad. It's not that crazy. Anyways, see you at home with the numbers. All right, guys, it's gonna take a while to edit this mini series within a series, you know what I mean? Yeah, $2,500 across the next 8 days. Is it possible? $300 a day for 8 days. Damn, yo, $300 a day for 8 days. Is it possible? I think it is. So let me talk to you. Let's run the numbers. Today, Instacart, $18.15, one order. quick, easy, fast. Uber Eats, convenient. Today, $14.74. Pretty good. Roadie, 107.46 came in clutch. I did get another huge order from the Jamaica store, but it timed out on me. And I'm kind of glad it did because I didn't have to go and do that. And I had the BJs, you know, so it worked out. Everything worked out today in terms of the orders. When I missed orders, I got one right back. And a huge order to drop off the safe, that was a piece of cake. The decision to leave the cabinet, good decision. Spark today, $241.70. We did seven Spark orders today. And this is when they don't have the incentive. And I was talking to somebody about the incentive, and they're like, what incentive? Apparently, everyone has like a different incentive. A guy was telling me they give him to do 8 orders, $96 or something. I'm like, I never got it that high. Highest I got was $64 for 8 orders. I guess when your Spark account is superior, you do a lot of orders, you get better incentives. So, anyways, we made a grand total of, we got $21 cash as well from helping that dude. You know, pretty stoked about that. And that was just a blessing in disguise. We made $403.05. We haven't had a lot of $400 days. I mean, single digits. So this is big. Recently had a $500 day. So, tis the season, man. Today we would have driven 119 miles. I didn't do my miles, dollar per mile. Let me see, 403, 05, divided into 119. That gives us $3.38 per mile. That's freaking great, man. 338, damn. That is awesome. That is some freaking sweet dollar per mile ratio right there. And I'm gonna be home by 9:30. God damn, this is a great day, man. Ideal. I wish all week work out like this. But we're not gonna make $400 every day, so $300, that's the goal. All right, and I forgot to do something. I'm jumping the gun, man. 2, 3, 4. This is my office, guys. Never mind me, you know. I drive these roads a lot, so it's a piece of cake. So, yeah, 403.05, 119 miles, $3.38 per mile. For the week, we made 675.09. Oh man, switching lanes. Down. 675.09 for the month, 675.09 for 7 days of December. That's what we made. And I busted my ass for a whole day and a couple hours the next day to fix this freaking van. You know, had rentals, put it on my credit card, but I paid my credit card. I put sent $500 to the credit card. You know, don't want to make the credit card bill worse. Next year, guys, I'm tackling credit cards. I'm tackling student loans, tackling taxes. I have some debt I need to pay. I need to pay off my debt. You see what I mean? And at the same time, I'll be putting away some cash as well. But on the low end. I'm going to be calculating the amount that I want to put away every week. And the rest is basically going towards paying down my debt. You know? I got to do a budget. You know? I got to figure things out. Anyways, let's stop babbling. We need $2,020.77 to hit 40K this year, and we have all month to make $2,000. I actually think I might hit the goal this week if I push. We got 7 more days, 300 a day. It's 21. We could hit it this week, guys. We could hit it this week, and the rest would just be like gravy on top. You know, I could just chill, don't record, and use that the rest of the month to catch up on my editing because I'm behind. I just might do that. I just might work without recording. You know, I'll write down everything, but, you know, not record. You know, just give you guys a quick summary or something. Anyways, for the week, guys, week summary, Spark. Well, let me start from the lowest. Instacart, $18.15. Uber Eats, $26.47. Cash, $21. Let me write that down. Cash, $21. I didn't even ask the guy for money, but he offered. I'm like, yeah, give me that money. I was thinking about the 400. Roadie, $186.18. It is what it is. And Spark, $424.83. King app. You see the shift. See the shift in my market right there. From Roadie to Spark being the King app. Maybe in the future, who knows? It might be Instacart. Never know. No money made on freight this week. I wasn't available, but I've been seeing a lot of freight orders. You know what I mean? Big up to the guys at Lowe's, by the way. So, guys, when it's all said and done, we drove 244 miles this week, $2.76 per mile. I've given you guys a lot of information. Wrote down the amount I spent on food today. I'm gonna need to put some gas in the tank tomorrow, because if you're gonna make money, you need to put gas in the tank. So guys, thanks a lot. Subscribe if you're new, like the video if you haven't yet done so. And until my next one, peace out and Godspeed. I hope you're making a lot of money. I have a lot of things I want to say to you guys. You're probably saying I love talking, but that's why you're watching the videos, right? To hear me talk. You know what I'm saying? Hear me talk, give you guys gems, show you guys how I do it, show you guys how it's done. So thanks a lot. Until next time, peace out and Godspeed. See you tomorrow. New week.